100.3 The Beat, Osei The Dark Secret, of course. FX has a new series that's getting ready to premiere July 5th. It's called Snowfall. And I've got the creator, Dave Andron.
Dave Andron, that's right.
How are you, man?
I'm well, man.
Awesome. And I also have Damon Idris.
Damon. Damn, son. Everyone.
I was American now, and I had it right. I had it right up until then.
This happened on TV the other day as well.
Come on,
we
man.
don't have Damsons over
Damn,
here.
son.
We just have Damons. Now we got a Damson. We're all
Damn, son.
Damn, son.
Damn, son. What's up, boss?
I'm good, man.
Good, man.
I'm blessed.
Peckham.
Yeah, Peckham.
Okay, awesome,
London, South London.
awesome. What did you know coming into this role?
Nothing. Because
Okay.
I'm a 90s baby. So,
Okay.
So I didn't know anything about the
All
crack
right.
cocaine epidemic. I know, crack hit where I'm from in 2002.
Really?
Yeah, in London, around my area. At the time, I just thought it was something that was just, it's just a thing that's always been around. I didn't know
Sure.
the history. I didn't know how it was made and where it came from. Okay. And when I started, looking into the role and researching and talking to John and these guys, I realized how much of an impact it had on America and, how it's put people in the position they're in today as well.
Absolutely. Now, Dave, so when you look at this, what made you want to bring this to a visual element?
Sure. I mean, first coming on, when Damson talks about John, he's talking about John Singleton, right?
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood, among many other things.
Epic.
And he and another gentleman had kind of had the original conception for the idea. And coming on, I just realized somehow this is a story we haven't told, right? There have been movies I think that took place around that time, after that time. But I think everybody has this image of South Central as this place where it's a war zone. You don't go there. And I was, even though I grew up in LA, by the time I was born in '79, right? So by the time it had hit, that's when I was kind of cognizant of what was going on. But I was surprised to learn that even as late as '83, South Central was a working class neighborhood, man. Like, sure, there were issues, and we've had issues in this, in our country we've raised for a long time, but like, it was working class people. It was a relatively safe place. And, the more I learned about it, it was like, man, it was a tipping point. And like crack landed at a point where maybe the African American community could have gone one direction, and crack just came in and dropped like a bomb.
Absolutely.
This is the thing. So Franklin, although he's from South Central LA, he studied in a valley. So he's very intelligent because he's seen both sides. But the funny thing is, his mother is still struggling with her. She has a job where she evicts people, but she's still seen, even though she's just about making enough money to pay the bills, she's still seen by her community as other. They don't relate to her. And that just shows how far down the line the community is. So when crack comes, it's just the last final blow, it's like a bomb. That's how we explain it.
Yeah. It seems like obviously, understanding that there's another way for him to go, or he's kind of on a different path.
Of course,
he decides to, by any means necessary.
I love that saying, that Malcolm X saying, it's like, so he's gone to the other side, and he's realized that society is set up for him and people like him to fail. So for that reason, he develops this inner resentment and pride towards the idea of having to change and conform in order to fit in. He doesn't want to be, a mascot in a crappy office job, and he doesn't want to be seen like his mother as other in his community.
One of the other things that's interesting is that as I watch TV and film now, and shout out to John Singleton, who's done an incredible job with all of the projects he's ever touched. But, he was in an era when, there weren't a lot of images of black males in film or television. So to see this for you, Damson, I'm like, wow, bro, this is big.
It's amazing. I booked the role in July 2015, and I was 23. And at the time, I was just happy to be working. It's only when I finally started filming and, hearing the passion from Dave and Amadio and Singleton, and realizing the importance of the story and the impact it's going to have on my career going forward. It's when I realized, oh wow, this is kind of big. Well, I better bring it. It boils down to the reason why we're making this and the importance of the story. Not only is it going to speak to an old generation who might have survived and lived this, but it's going to speak to a new generation. It's going to teach them about their past, and so they could navigate their future. I think that's very important. And there's a lot of people who aren't informed, about the crack epidemic. I was talking to Mike as we were, walking up here, and he was like, wow, man, this story, a lot of people don't realize the reason they're in this position right now is because of that time. You know, and we was talking about Obama. You know, he kind of lessened some of those. You might want to see. I mean,
Crack laws.
Right. Well, just certainly the penalties for nonviolent offenders.
Sure.
I mean, what the war on drugs ended up ramping up. And in a lot of people's minds, it ended up becoming a war on black people, right?
Yeah.
Like the sentencing for crack cocaine was much more strict than powder cocaine. How is that possible?
Yeah.
Like, well, how did that come to be? I think there are just levels within this that we're still kind of feeling a little bit,
Yeah.
and now the current administration looks like they want to kind of undo some of what was done with regards to those penalties. And you just, man, you don't want to take steps backwards at this point with that shit.
Absolutely. Anything you guys want to say for St. Louis, as we close out?
Sugar Fire is the best place.
Oh, you're
in
ready?
the
Already?
world.
Have you had Emo's Pizza too?
No, that's the next spot, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe that's the next
That's
spot.
what's up.
I mean, that cornbread and that honey butter, wow. You don't make that in London.
Sugar
Wow.
Pie. That's what's up. Tell them about it, huh?
It was great, man. I mean, that line was really,
And I heard
really
you went to
long.
a Cardinals game too, huh?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
My first ever baseball game.
I mean, you came to see a pretty good club.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There was so many home runs. Like, it was so good. I can never do that.
That's what's up, man.
But one time they hit the ball and it was kind of, we were behind like where the batter is and it was coming back. I was so ready to catch it, but the net, it wasn't meant to be.
Nice.
Was a cool
What's your
sport.
soccer team?
Manchester United.
I
Don't
thought
you
so.
ever forget.
Okay, Manchester.
Best team in the world.
Yeah, Manchester's tough. All right, much respect, brother. Much
Bless
respect. Dave.
Oh man, we just hope St. Louis gets a chance to check out this show.
Yeah.
And then it speaks to some folks, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And tells a story that hopefully deserves and needs to be told.
This is Osei John. I play Leon Simmons in the new Snowfall coming out July 5th. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be dope. We're going to make history with the show, so just make sure you tune in.
Hi, I'm Angela Lewis, and I'm promoting Snowfall on FX July 5th, 10 p.m. I play Aunt Louie.
But it's going to blow me out. I'm going to be all washed out.
Making ordinary people extraordinary because they're so special, you know what I mean, in terms of whatever characters they are. And that's what this show is about, you know what I mean, and that's what we're going to do is about.
Absolutely, bro. I know we got to wrap up. Just want to say thank you to you all. Best of luck. And
Thank you very much. Spread the word of the show. I can get out, tell everybody to the show. Go home with T-Boy right now. Snowfall. July 5th. So that's